Hello. Today I would like to talk about... Hello, guy. Come on. I'd like to talk about doing too much. It is something that has hit me today because I have been extremely tired for 3 days now. I believe I said it in some other videos. And I've actually napped twice in 24 hours. This morning I woke up and then came out and did a few things. And I went back to sleep for another 2 hours after sleeping for almost 10 hours, I think. And I never do that. And a big reason why I don't do that is because it was put in my head at some point that napping is for weak people. You don't need to nap, you just tough it out. And the main reason why I was able to get through that was because my body was just constantly running on adrenaline. Because I was always in my brain in a fight or flight mode when your body doesn't feel safe. And that's where I live my life from. Always up here, on edge, needing to get the next thing done, needed to be productive. I had a really hard time sitting still and doing things that felt good to me because my mind was saying, well, this is useless. This isn't getting you anywhere. Why are you doing this? And on my days off from work, even up until present day, I have a hard time just letting myself rest. Out of habit, I want to clean everything, go run errands, do all the groceries. And before I know it, my days off are just filled more than the days that when I work. So I am learning to listen to my body and accept what my body is saying when I just want to sit here. And it's not lazy and useless and all those things I tell myself when I just want a day of relaxing. Because, growing up, what I witnessed in my family and how I became was that why are you sitting around, when you could be working, or why are you sitting around? You can rest when you're dead, essentially. And it was taking a toll on me and my body. I was just realizing that it's not normal that I can't sit here and not do anything. And I don't know about how many people suffer with this. I'm sure it's quite a bit where you just need to be productive and get things done. And mental health wasn't a big part of my childhood, wasn't any part of my childhood growing up or throughout my school years. It wasn't anything that I learned, so I never put any value on it. So now I'm teaching myself how relevant and essential it is to take those days to myself, to do things that feel good, that are seemingly a waste of time to the Western world, and how the Western world equates success. What I'm learning now is success is really the ability to be joyful. Because think of it, how many people can say they wake up truly, truly happy? There are tons of people who wake up rich, tons of people who wake up successful, but how many people are also happy? I'm not saying it's a bad thing to be rich. There's just been a bit of a skewed way of looking at things in terms of what we strive for in life. And I feel that's what's causing a lot of anxiety, a lot of mental health problems. As we all know through social media, it's hard to live up to these expectations that aren't even true values of people. They're what society deems as good. And that's why we're chasing these false, these false happiness. And that's why that saying goes, you can't buy happiness. You can't buy that feeling of joy. It only truly comes when you listen to your body and listen to yourself and do what truly feels good for you. Not for your mom, not for your dad, not for anybody else, but for you. If you are wondering what is in this box, there's just an assortment of things that I could say some are meaningful to me, some are useful to me. They're just what I found lying around the house. This is my husband's. It's kind of cool. And so that is my thing today. I feel tired. I don't want to call in sick to work because I'm not unable to work. What I'm getting is that I need to be still this conscious at work about my body and not just push myself because that's what I think the boss is going to want, or to be productive at work, or to be a good worker, or perfect, or loved. And that, I feel, is a good challenge for me because I've always done things in the past to impress others, to show how good I am, instead of knowing that I am good and loved and worthy and enough no matter what. Even if I was the worst worker or the slowest worker, that wouldn't change. And it doesn't matter what I think my boss is going to go say behind my back, even though that was a hard one for me to let go of. Something big I've learned in the recent past is that you just need to be okay with people not liking you. And that was a really hard thing for me, being a people pleaser, being the youngest. I tried so hard to make everyone my friend, and that was exhausting and impossible because everybody is not going to get along with you. Everybody is not going to like you, especially if you're being your true self, because you'll be too real for some people or show people a side of themselves that they don't want to look at. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. If people don't like you, there's nothing wrong with them. That's just their opinion and they're allowed to have it. And so it's a freeing thing to know that, okay, I'm okay with you not being okay with what I'm saying. And a good test is me at work right now. So it's kind of work has kind of been like a metaphor to my life, where I'm getting these lessons or challenges come at me, and then I'm learning to navigate them. And then I see how I do with how I feel around my boss, or when things get busy, if I can just keep that calm mentality. And right now I feel like I need to, because I'm really tired. And if I push it, then I will get sick. Then something will happen. I will get hurt. So I'm really going to listen to my body today and be a human being, not a human doing. Because I'm really good at being a human doing. I can be a machine and do things nonstop and push myself, ignoring my body and the little child in me saying, enough, I want to rest. Can we just do something else? And I just keep saying, okay, when I finish this, when I clean this room, when I do this, and it's never ending, because that stuff will never end. You can always find something else to clean or to do or to file or more work. So I'm really learning that I have to listen to my body when I get those little feelings. Just like in the previous video or two, I talked about those red flags, those warning signs. When your body's telling you, I don't want to do that, or I don't want to go with that person. It's the same thing when your body's saying, hey, I need to sit down. Can we take a day off? You know, in the end scheme of things, what is one day off in your whole life, or even 2, or even a week, if that means that your body gets to rest and recover? So more self-compassion, more listening to my feelings. And we'll see how work goes. I have a good feeling. I feel strong, in charge of my soul. That's a good point. Thank you for listening.